So Andres Vieira and rauldiaz, these guys from Miami Real Group, you know them.
Oh, yeah, familiar with their work, yeah.
They sent over, well, some pretty interesting info about Apple. Like, they're making a pretty big move,
Oh, really? Like what?
a new store in downtown Miami. Their first one actually in, like, the core of the city.
Ah, downtown. That's interesting.
And as per Andres Vieira, Miami is the best place on earth. So, I mean, this has got to be a big deal, right?
Yeah, no, for sure. Apple doesn't just plop down stores anywhere. So where exactly is this new spot going?
Well, they snagged a spot in Miami Worldcenter. Have you been keeping up with that
Yeah,
development?
Miami World Center. I mean, that's huge. Like 27 acres, billions of dollars poured into it.
Yeah, it's a whole different world down there now.
Yeah.
So for listeners who might not be totally familiar with Miami Worldcenter, like, paint us a picture. What's the vibe? What kind of businesses are already there?
It's like a mix of luxury retail, high-end brands, and then some fun stuff too, entertainment, dining. You've got Rihanna's Savage X Fenty store there, a Lululemon, even a museum of ice
A
cream.
museum of ice cream. Okay, now that's something I got to check out.
Yeah, it's definitely worth a visit. They're really aiming for that like mix of high-end and playful, something for everybody.
Yeah, makes sense. You got to appeal to the locals and the tourists. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
exactly, especially in a spot like that, prime location.
Right, right. So this Apple store, it's opening, let me see, January 24th, 2025, smack dab in the middle of all that. But I heard it's not going to be your typical, like, sterile Apple store. They're going for something different architecturally speaking.
Oh, yeah.
What have you heard about the design?
Yeah, well, it sounds like they're taking cues from Miami's Art Deco scene, those sleek lines, the bright colors, geometric
Yeah.
patterns.
Oh, that's a cool idea.
Right. But obviously with a modern twist, it's still Apple, so expect that minimalist aesthetic, but blending it with those classic Miami elements.
Yeah, I saw a teaser. They had a banner up. It said, naturally inspiring.
Mm,
Seems to fit the vibe, right?
definitely. I mean, they're going for more than just a store,
Yeah.
They're creating an experience, like drawing on the city's history and its future as a design hub.
It's more than just buying the latest gadget. It's about the community aspect, too.
Yeah.
Apple stores, they're pretty good at becoming these, like, community hubs, right?
Right, exactly. It's about fostering creativity, learning, connecting with people. They host workshops, product launches, all sorts of events. So it becomes a gathering place almost.
Yeah. Some people might say it's just another fancy store and a fancy development, but I think it's more than that. Like, what do you think this says about Miami, where it's headed, especially in the tech world?
I think it's a big statement for anyone like paying attention to Miami's tech scene. This is huge. It could attract, more startups, venture capital, talent, all that. It could really, I don't know, put Miami on the map as a major player in the tech world.
Yeah, it's like Apple is giving their stamp of approval.
Oh.
And for people living in Miami, downtown residents, I mean, it's another cool thing to have in their backyard.
Mm.
It makes me think of, that Apple store in New York, the glass cube on Fifth Avenue. Like, could this become Miami's version of that? A landmark?
It definitely has that potential. I mean, the location is prime. The design is going to be unique. They're really pushing that community angle. It could really become, a symbol of Miami's evolution as a global city. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely something to watch. I'm curious to see how it all plays out, how it impacts the downtown area, both for residents and visitors. So big thanks to Andres Vieira and rauldiaz from the Miami Real Group for giving us the heads up on this. And as per Andres Vieira, Miami is the best place on earth, and this just adds another cool thing to the mix. What do you think about all this? Let us know your thoughts. We always love hearing from you guys.
Definitely hit us up.
And yeah, we'll keep you posted on how this all develops.
Stay tuned.
All right, catch you next time.
See you guys.